Hey there, ho there, Chef Gunnar. I welcome you to another sports catastrophe. Yeah, right. Wrongo, it's title belt boxing. We've been through several years and all that. We've had 3 tournaments in the 1880s, one in the 1890s, two in the 1900s, three in the 1910s, one in the 1920s, none in the 1930s. I'm hoping for a 1930s, two in the 1940s, two in the 50s, three in the 60s, two in the 70s, two in the 80s, two in the 90s, and three in the 2000s. I'm hoping for something else better and all of that. So let's see. It is 1895. Hmm. I did one 1890. That was 1894. No, 1898. So 1895, huh? Okay. Oh boy. So 1895 it shall be. 1895. Come on. Let's go. 145 possible fights. No. Okay, so I gotta. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I know. It takes a while. 1895. Stanton and Jim Judge. Stanton Abbott, 1885. Okay. 1885. He's at page 4. Okay. So that's fine. Fogarty and Essler. Well, there's 18 pages. Jim Fogarty. I think he boxed. Oh, but he's a 0. How? 1 of 1. Well, it's page 16, boy. So unfortunately, that means that he has to walk. Young Griffo makes his debut, and he will face Bobby Dobbs, Sid Barnes, Frank Garrard. Sid Barnes is at page 12. James J. Corbett will take on Joe Chinosky, Barney McCall, Dan Mahoney, page 15. Man, I know he's Canadian, but still. Tom Sharkey. Tom Sharkey versus George Dixon. Bill Mahan. I remember him. Billy Edwards. Joe Jady. Dave Sullivan. Johnny Van Hees, page 11. Joe Walcott. Takes on young Peter Jackson. And there's 18 pages. Page 5. Okay. Page 11. Well, I can't do anything about it. Page 1 will be page 2. Utah. Oops. I just remembered I saw him. Sully Smith. Takes on George LeBlanc. Young Corbett. Joe Wolcott. James J. Corbett's been. Yeah, Joe Wolcott. Okay, they both fought. George Cole. Against George McFadden. Tom Ireland's at page 8. Okay, so that's fine. And Chappie McNeil is a page 15 boy. Page 2. Owen Sigler taking on Fred Morris. So, all right. Everyone's single elimination. Per Canadians, Dixon and LeBlanc. And some British Isles representation semifinal. Let's go there. 1895. So, who do we got? We got Griffo and young Peter Jackson. So, a pair of youngs. I think one's Australian, one's American. Yeah, at the Sydney Entertainment Center in Australia, Joe Humphreys down under with Guillermo Perez Pineda, your referee. Pete Hauselman, Jose Martinez, Fred Finn, some of your judges. Jason Wood, your ringside expert. So yeah, it's Australia versus US. Oh, young Griffith's Australian. Young Griffith from Australia, born 1869, died 1927. He was 78, 10, and 44. Lots of ties. World featherweight champion. In his 3 bouts, he decisioned Bobby Dowd. He TKO'd Stanton Abbott, and he put a decision on Joe Shanowski. Shanowski's 4-2, so he can fight one more tournament. Young Peter Jackson, 4-2, the Baltimore Demon, as they call him, who died in 1923. He was 81, 30, and 27. Personal history: he beat Terry McGovern in one tournament, then lost to Peter Jackson, the Battle of the Peter Jacksons. But he got this lost to Mickey Walker. He got a win on a disqualification of Joe Walcott, and then split decision on Jim Janey, and an unanimous decision against Billy Everett. So this will be a tight match. Australia against the United States. The Australians do have a guy in the 128-man battle royal, and that's Jeff Bennett. The Americans are trying to win for the 2nd straight year and the 5th in 7. So, yeah. I've got a few things I gotta keep my eyeballs on, so I'm gonna just walk away for a few minutes. Good luck. Oh boy, Jackson's got some speed. He's got a slip split. Griffith's looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, the expert says that it's young Griffo, 146, 141. So let's see if the Aussie got him. The Aussie is in the final. It doesn't mean that he's in the last 128-man tournament. He has to win the year. Oh, anyway, here we go. Hasselman has it 144, 142. Ooh, tight. Jose Martinez says 144, 142 himself. And Fred Fensom has it 144, 143. This better not be a stupid decision. Is it? Young Griffo. All right. Peter Jackson came close. I actually thought that would have been terrible. The worst part about young Peter Jackson, he's now 4-3, which means he won't be eligible to compete anymore. Look at the combinations. 138-34. You gotta believe that young Griffo had it. And the punching accuracy still too. All right. Our second semifinal sees Utah Bob Thompson against Fred Morris. I don't think you kind of know who they are. Kevin Rudy and Danny Florio will help Utah Bob Thompson at the Metro Opera House. Harold Lay will be your announcer. James Jankin, your referee. Bobby Wells, Arturo Fajegas, and Steve Boltman, your judge. Romy Alvarez, your ringside expert. So Utah Bob Thompson from Utah, Salt Lake City. He was, I don't know why they say his date of birth is wrong. Biography. Box Rex says he's 15, 4, and 5. CBS Combat says he's 28, 8, and 11. Doesn't really matter, does it? So anyway, he decision Charlie Mitchell, Solly Smith, and Sammy Kelly, putting Sammy Kelly at 4 and 2, and Fred Morris, the Cyclone. Fred Morris. His biography, yeah, boxing. And Cyber Boxing Zone says they're a lot different. He faced George LeBlanche, the Canadian, and lost by split decision. He's TK'd Owen Sigler and decision Tom Ireland and Young Corbett. Man, Young Corbett. I thought Young Corbett was a great boxer. So anyway, it's the two Americans, Bob Thompson and Fred Morris. The winner of this match will face Young Griffo, the Aussie, in 1985. Yes, open. So after 8 rounds, it is 77-75 for Bout Thompson.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, Morris is a cut. Bob Thompson's got his left eye swelled a little bit, but Morris has a bleeding cut.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Morris, we got some swelling by both these fighters. Who shall be the
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
scorecards have it 142-142. Oh man, we might have a tie. Well, both guys have knocked each other down once, so if that were true, then we would have to go to a rematch. Young Griffith will be chomping at the bit to see if he can sneak in and become the second Australian in the tournament of 128, which Jeff Fetish is. The only other Aussie. Bobby Wells scores 144-139 for Morris. Gee, he really scored it high. Phil Jacobs puts it for Utah Bob Thompson. Ooh, 143-140. Now the question is, Waldman. I knew it! It was a draw. So both guys had it. Who would I pick? Too tough to call, but I think Morris deserved it. 35% accuracy. Yeah, definitely Morris. But, well, with this tie, we're going to have to go to a tie break that at Ellie Wrigley Field. I'll give you the fast 30 seconds. And Fred Morris won by majority decision. So it's Fred Morris who will take on young Griffith. So this is going to be a big one. Morris is America's hope. Morris and Griffel. Whoever loses, even if it's like Morris, then that person will go to the next tournament as a wild card no matter what. Even if it's like the 1930s or something like that. Like Fred Morris would get a spot. Well, he's got 6. Custom Model and Danny Fleury. Young Griffel's got everything. Lupe Contreras is your announcer. Julio Alvaro, your referee. Adelaide Bird, Michael Glania, and George Colon, your judges. Ian Lord, your ringside expert. So these guys, 4-0 versus 4-1. Let's get this going. Let's get out of it. Scorecards after 8 rounds, it's tied. Young Griffel's got to put up. Griffel's got to put up, man. It's awesome. Griffel's got to put up. He's basically the heavy favorite here. Leading cut of Morris. Winifred Morris had the leading cut button.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, let's see. Both of them had a cut. It's 145, 143 Griffo. That's what they say. Luby Contreras will make the decision. Is it Australia or the United States? The loser of Griffo Morris doesn't have anything to worry about. They'll be allowed to come in the next tournament because they haven't hit the 7-fight plateau. They're allowed to be a wild card. And I mean, the final you want to try to win. Adelaide Bird scores at 146, 141. Guerrero 146, 141. And George Cologne 144, 143. Closer though. Young Griffo. I figured as much. Young Griffo gets the title, and Australia has a guy in the next round. The good news for Morris, as I said, is that because he hasn't hit 7 fights, he will be allowed to fight in the next tournament, even if it's like the 1950s or something like that. He'll be allowed to come in as a wildcard. Man, look at how terrible. Look at the punching average, 12% at 59. And it was closer than it seemed. Great. The two Canadians, well, Dixon got TKO'd by Tom Sharkey. Wonder how Sharkey did. Oh, he got TKO'd by Sharnarsky. And the planche got decision by Foley Smith. Not good if you're Canadian. But you know what? It is what it is.